at him. Uncle Cyrus is under doctor's orders not to get excited. Just look at him.
Come on, boot him! Boot him, come on! Give him his head!
Well, he's excited.
Well, can't you stop him?
What do you suggest?
Well, I don't know. Do something. Talk to him.
Well, he's not a child, Sally.
Yes, he is.
Beat him up!
He's just a very old, wrinkled child.
Come on, come on! What's the matter with him? Come on, let him loose, let him loose! Hurry up with him, come on! Come on, come on, come on! Well, don't just stand there. Raquel Welch can get away with it, but you've got to say something. How is he?
He's fine.
Is it any wonder I have a heart condition?
Uncle Cyrus.
What was his time?
48-2.
No, that wasn't so hard, was it? You could have told me. After all, I'm the one that has to pay your astronomical salary.
Well, you could have, but you didn't ask. You asked how he was.
Yeah,
I told you. He's fine.
he'll win the Golden Gate Stakes on Friday? Well, now that's more like it.
Unless some other horse beats him.
You see what I'm up against, Mac? Now I'll get some straight answers. How's Bionos, Willie?
Our horse is moving just great, Mr. McPhee. Come Friday, those other nags will be choking in his desk.
Cool him off for half an hour. We don't want him catching cold.
Just get him rubbed down. I'm taking him back to the ranch with me.
With the race, just 2 days off?
2 days is 2 days.
You mean 2 days is $20, don't you? Listen, I'll spring for it.
You think I'm gonna be indebted to you for a lousy $20? Besides, it's closer to 50. Well?
Forget it.
That's what I thought. Talk is cheap.
If it weren't, you'd be a mute.
Don't you think all that traveling is bad for Bionos? It can't be good for him, can it?
How bad can it be? I do it all the time. And Bionos is a lot younger than I am.
The Grand Canyon's a lot younger than you are.
Yeah, well, I heard that. And it's not true, but it's thanks to you that I'm catching up.
Don't you really think it would be better for Bionos to stay right here at the stables?
Oh, sure it would. For the stable.
It's only for a couple of days.
Yeah, but a couple of days here and a couple of days there, it all adds up. Too much up.
Uncle Cyrus, you can afford it.
Oh, now, Sally, look. I'm not even your real uncle. But let me talk to you like a Dutch uncle. You know, a man can go broke, spending money on what people think he can afford. Now, just remember that.
Yes, sir.
Pardon me a minute.
Those two are on the outs again.
Aren't they always?
I think it's shameful the way those brothers behave. They're all a family they got. I know if I had a brother, I'd be more than a sister to him. I'd be a friend.
You can
I mean,
say that.
What do you mean?
You don't have a brother.
Uncle Cyrus makes me so angry the way he won't spend a penny on himself. Sometimes I just don't understand it at all.
What's not to understand? Here's how you spell Cyrus. C-H-E-A-P.
No, he's not. Really, he's not.
There's nothing terrible about it. This is a democracy. A man can spend his money any way he likes. Cyrus likes to spend his money by not spending it.
Uncle Cyrus.
You all right?
Here.
Are you okay?
Well, I seem to be. Thanks to Willie here.
What happened?
Something spooked that horse.
Big Ben was born spooked. That's why his stall's always supposed to be kept latched.
Are you okay, sir?
Well, I'm still alive, no thanks to you.
I don't know how he got out. The stall was latched.
I guess he opened the door himself.
Somebody did.
I tell you, I closed it myself right after his workout. swear I did.
Well, the important thing is that you're okay. You are okay, aren't you?
Oh, I just got the wind knocked out of me, that's all.
That's no easy trick. We better get you to a doctor.
I don't have to pay that kind of money to have someone tell me what I already know.
Uncle Cyrus, your heart, the shock.
Well, it's nothing compared to the shock of getting a doctor's bill. That my heart couldn't take.
Uncle Cyrus.
I'll take wild horses any day. Those money-crazy quacks, they pull out a sliver and simultaneously amputate your wallet. No, thank you. Oh.
What's wrong with your leg?
Oh, now, come on, Sally. I'm 70. I'm 69 years old. This is how old people walk.
You weren't limping 10 minutes ago.
I was younger then.
You should have it x-rayed.
Have you any idea what they're charging for x-rays nowadays? Okay, Mac. You're right.
Of course I'm right. But you still won't have it x-rayed.
Oh, you're right again.
That's quite a bad limp you got there, Cyrus. I hope they don't have to shoot you.
Uncle Cyrus, at least promise me that you won't be at the track on Friday. Coming on top of this, I don't even want to think of what the excitement of the Gold Cup race could do to you.
You expect me not to watch By-a-Nose win the biggest race in his career? That kind of advice would put me into an early grave.
I'm putting my foot down, Uncle Cyrus. If you insist on risking your life so foolishly, then I'm going to wash my hands of you.
Oh, now, but Sally, you gotta be fair.
No buts about it. Maybe your heart can take it, but mine can't.
You got yourself a very special filly there, Mac. I hope you know that.
Oh, I guess I do.
But I don't know what she sees in you.
We gotta go, Sally. Take care of yourself, Cyrus. Remember, you're an endangered species.
What do you mean?
Well, as far as I know, you might well be the last of the really cheap Scotsmen.
Take care of yourself, Uncle Cyrus.
All right, all right.
You better, or else. See you later.
Mr. McMillan?
What is it?
I just wanted you to know that I did put the latch on Big Ben's stall. I swear on my mother's grave, somebody else must have taken that latch off.
Any idea who?
No, I just know it wasn't me.
You could have forgotten.
Commissioner, I don't make that kind of mistake.
Well, if you don't make that kind of mistake, somebody did it on purpose.
It don't make no sense. I could lose my job, but who'd want my job?
Good question.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. You're invited to attend the free morning workouts held each morning at the north end of the grandstand from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. Morning workouts.
Oh, Commissioner, Mrs. McMillan.
Don't tell me Uncle
Hello.
Cyrus actually took my advice.
Well, he didn't have much choice in the matter.
How's that?
Well, when Willie pulled him away from Big Ben, why, Mr. McPhee must have twisted his ankle. It all swelled up like a pregnant mare these past couple of days.
Did you have it x-rayed?
Your attention in the future
You know,
race,
Mr.
number one,
McPhee,
maybe.
he wouldn't pay a doctor to make a house call if he could find one. Now, the way I figure it, he'll wait for the veterinarian to make his routine call on By-a-Nose here, and when he's out there, he'll finagle some free medical attention for
Well,
himself.
I'll call him after the race and see how he's doing.
See, I got a couple of bucks that's burning a hole in my pocket. What do you guys suggest I do with it?
You stick it right there, Mr. McMillan, and just watch it multiply.
You mean it's a sure thing?
About as sure as you can get, keeping it kosher.
Well, in that case, I think we ought to bet a bundle.
That's a good idea, Sally, except I think they deal only in cash.
Well, I've got $3.17. That means I can only make a $2 bet unless you round it out for me.
Oh, I think I might have 83 cents on me.
You're supposed to round it out to 20 bucks.
Good luck, you guys.
Right.
We'll meet you in the winner's circle.
Meet us.
Yes, Mr. McPhee has arranged for you and Mrs. McMillan to represent him. If By-a-Nose wins,
If By-a-Nose wins,
yes.
he's gonna win, right, Willie?
Right.
See you later.
In the winner's circle.
Right.
I'm parched. Is there time for me to get a drink of water?
Yeah, sure, but hurry up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. The horses are now on the track for the feature race of the afternoon, the distance 1 mile and 1/16.
Sally.
Mm-hmm.
The whiplash is bad enough, but I draw the line at
I'm sorry,
strangulation.
Mac. If you'd lent me the $16.83, I would have won enough to buy that fabulous dress I was telling you about.
What happened to the fabulous dress you bought last week?
That's the one.
Oh.
I took it back. It was too expensive.
The horses are at the starting gate for the feature race of the day.
Well, the first rule is that you never bet on borrowed money,
Not even on a 100% sure thing?
especially on a 100% sure thing.
The flag is up. There they go. Jagaway is going to the front. Judy's Baby is second. Super Summit is third. Fast Black is fourth. Bionos is fifth, followed by Lark's Baby. And Speedy Ted. Around the clubhouse turn. It's Judy's Baby going to the front by a half length. The Baby horses Jagaway is second by 1 length. Super Summit is third. Fast Black is fourth. Lark's Baby is fifth, followed by Speedy Ted, Rick's Bay, and Dale's Top. Turning into the backstretch, it's Shagaway in front by 1 length. Judy's Baby is second by a length. Super Summit is third, and by a nose, moving up fast on the inside is fourth. Speedy Ted is fifth, followed by Debbie's Wonder and Rick's Bay. They're at the half-mile post. It's Judy's Baby in front. By a length. Super Summit is second. By a nose, still moving up on the inside is third. Lark's Baby is fourth, followed by Speedy Ted and Debbie's Wonder. They're turning into the stretch. It's Judy's Baby, Super Summit, and Bionos on the inside. Lark's Baby is fourth, Speedy Ted and Debbie's Wonder. It's a driving finish. It's Super Summit and Bionos moving up on the inside of Judy's Baby. It's Super Summit and Bionos and Judy's Baby. A three-horse driving finish. It's going to be right for the win as they come down to the line finish. It's Bionos. Super Summit is second and Judy's Baby is third. And Bionos
Not as
is
excited as you're going to be in a minute.
In the winner's circle.
No, when you go to collect your winnings.
I've got it. My ticket. Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, Sally, I'll split my winnings with you.
That's sweet of you, but you don't have to.
Well, I think it's only fair. I mean, I don't think Bionos could have won without you. You rode a wonderful
Ladies and gentlemen, representing Mr. Cyrus McPhee of the Tam O'Shanter Stables today are Mr. and Mrs. Stuart McMillan.
Mrs. McMillan.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Willie.
Thanks.
Hey, congratulations to the both of you.
You're right. I couldn't have done it without...
Enright, I want you to follow him to the hospital, find out what happened.
Right, Commissioner.
Mac? What is it? Heart attack?
I don't know, until they run the tests.
Shouldn't we call Uncle Cyrus and tell him that Bionos won?
Yeah, just tell him the good news, Sally. Don't tell him about Willie.
Well, why don't you use my office? It's just down the hall. I have to meet with the stewards.
Thank you.
It's disconnected.
It doesn't make any sense.
I know it doesn't.
Maybe you dialed incorrectly.
I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Mac, it is disconnected.
You sure you dialed the right number?
I'm positive. 555-9372.
Let's look in here.
I think.
It's not here. Try information.
All right.
Having a problem?
Sally can't remember your brother's telephone number.
Oh, it's been quite a while since I called him, but I think it's 555-9372.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said.
It's disconnected. Why would Cyrus do a thing like that?
The rate's gone up lately?
He's out there all by himself. Anything could happen to him.
That'll be the day.
Take it you and your brother don't get along too well.
Oh, you know how it is, Mac. Cyrus doesn't approve of me. He thinks I'm a libertine. But then he'd think anybody who drinks champagne when water's free a foolish spendthrift. Two different brothers, two different philosophies. I say live and let live. If you can call what Cyrus does living.
Mac, I'm really worried.
Well, let's drive out and see.
Okay.
See you, Angus.
Ciao.
Mac, I have this terrible premonition.
I'm sure there's some logical explanation for it. Maybe Angus is right. Maybe Uncle Cyrus decided it was too expensive to have a phone.
Everybody needs a phone.
Indians didn't. Maybe Uncle Cyrus decided to have a crack at smoke signals. We're almost there.
Cyrus. Mac!
Is he?
He's alive.
Better get him to the hospital. You okay, Sally?
I guess so. How much further is it, Mac?
Well, a few more miles. How is he?
I don't know. He's such a dear old man. You know, I can remember when I was a child, we used to spend our summer vacations on a ranch adjoining his. And I used to hear these dreadful stories about Mr. McPhee. He was my boogeyman. Till one day, he caught me climbing in his apple tree, and I thought I'd had it for sure. But instead, what's he do? He helps me down, he even packs a bag of apples for me. But he made me promise not to say how I got the apples. I think he liked everybody to think he was this wicked old monster. You old phony. When I first started to call him Uncle Cyrus, oh, he acted like he was very annoyed. I was only 7 years old, but I knew better. My first male conquest.
And all this time, I thought I was. Has he always been such a cheapskate?
Mac, he's a generous man.
Is Cyrus McPhee back there with you?
Mac, that's just a role that he plays. Like when he was playing the wicked ogre who owned the apple tree.
Come on, you've seen that house of his?
You've seen his stables.
What do you mean?
It means that Cyrus won't spend money on himself. But he loves Bio-Nos. That's why there isn't a horse anywhere that lives as well. And what about what he gave us for our wedding gift? That didn't come from the 5 and dime store. And he loves Willie Marshak. You know, Cyrus won't pay for a doctor to make a house call for himself. But I guarantee you that no matter what's wrong with Willie, he won't have to worry about paying for a hospital bill.
Who would have ever guessed that Cyrus McPhee is actually Santa Claus?
Well, I once knew a 7-year-old girl who knew it for a fact.
That's a handy little thing. Let me see that. You know, Mr. McPhee has one almost exactly like that.
It's his. He was holding it when we found him. He must have been listening to the race on her.
That means he must have heard about Willie's collapse.
On top of the excitement of Bayonna's victory. You know, Sal, this radio's expensive.
Yeah.
$75. No, too, it isn't the kind of thing that Cyrus would rush out and buy. Did you had a birthday lately?
No.
Who do you borrow it from?
He never borrows anything.
He never lent anything either. Maybe it's a gift from a secret admirer.
A lady.
Wrong brother.
Doctor, how is he?
Sometimes we get lucky. It's a mild attack.
Thank goodness. Can we see him?
Oh, he's resting now.
You sure he's gonna be okay?
He'll be fine, but I think you could stand a little rest.
Well, we've been so worried.
I knew there was no cause for alarm. Until my brother has a guarantee in writing from the good Lord himself that he can take it with him, he's not going.
When do you think we'll be able to visit him?
Call me tomorrow morning. Maybe you'll be able to help us convince Mr. McPhee to let us take care of him for a few days. I know how he feels about doctors.
Oh, don't take it personally, Doc. It's just that the thought of hospital bills makes his wallet break out in hives.
I wonder how Willie is. Whenever you want to find the news, you can't find it.
McMillan. Yeah, Enright. It's your favorite news commentator. What? Uh-huh. Okay, stand by. I'll get back to you.
What's going on?
Somebody tried to poison Willie Marshak.
Poisoned?
He'll be all right. They pumped his stomach.
Why would anybody want to do that? I said, why would anybody want to do that?
I think somebody is trying to kill your Uncle Cyrus.
By poisoning Willie?
Yeah, it's no secret that Cyrus has a bad heart. First, a horse almost runs him down, then his bad ankle prevents him from seeing the Gold Cup race, then somebody very kindly sends him a radio so he'll have to listen to the race. That radio may be evidence, Sally. Then on top of all that, they poison his jockey for good measure.
But if all that you're saying is true, why? Why don't they just kill him and get it over with? Why do they torture him like that? Who could be so cruel?
Somebody who doesn't want to be accused of murder, I think.
But it is murder.
An old man dies of a heart attack. You don't go and arrest somebody for sending him a radio.
It's the perfect murder, isn't it, Mac?
If Willie died, it wouldn't be.
You're right. But why would they risk it and murder Willie?
Because he figured he wouldn't be connected with it. Poisoning Willie is only one means to his end.
It's like we're moving through a nightmare.
Yeah, but whose? Operator, get me Sergeant Enright. Enright, I want a 24-hour watch on Cyrus McPhee. No phone calls, no newspapers, and no visitors. Anybody shows up, I want to know about it. If McPhee asks any questions, tell him it's doctor's orders. Right.
Who, Mac?
Who what? Well, who what?
We think someone may be trying to kill Cyrus McPhee.
Ah, why? As Police Inspector Gerard always says, first you have to know why. Once you have the motive, you know everything.
Inspector Gerard?
You know Inspector Gerard. He's the character from all those mystery books that Mildred's always reading.
Yes, as the inspector pointed out in the Rooster Crowed Murder.
I thought it was The Rooster Cried Wolf.
No, that was a sequel. The inspector says that people have only got 3 reasons for committing cold-blooded homicide. Revenge, greed, and jealous passion.
Is that what he says?
Not counting your hopped-up thrill killers, of course. So, What you have to do is find out why someone would want Mr. McPhee dead. And then you have your who.
Let's find the why.
Does the old man have a will? I mean, who gets the goodies? That's some place to start.
Cyrus always refused to make out a will.
There's another place to start.
Where?
With the people that knew Cyrus wouldn't be at the track today. One of them had to send him the radio. Who heard you lay the law down on him the other day?
Well, Sparks was there.
And Marshak.
Oh, Willie Marshak, the tall jockey? Well, I mean, he's, sort of tall for a jockey.
Mac, Willie was poisoned. Besides, he and Uncle Cyrus are like father and son.
Sons have killed fathers before.
That's true. The son was the one in Paris bloodbath. He was in love with his stepmother.
Oh, good.
No, it was quite bad.
Who else was at the track on Wednesday?
That stable boy must have been there.
Oh, yeah, Price. And Angus.
Angus and Cyrus are brothers.
So were Cain and Abel.
And then there was that other jockey,
Mendoza.
Mendoza. He was standing next to Angus.
Where do we start?
I've been trying to find out who poisoned Willie Marshak.
Cheers.
Anything turn up about the radio?
Nothing, sir. But we checked McPhee's house and we found the package it came in. Whoever sent it must have wrapped it himself. That radio could have come from any of 500 local stores.
It was probably bought on Wednesday afternoon or Thursday morning. Put a half a dozen men on it.
You want us to check 500 local stores?
Maybe we'll get lucky. You have pictures of all the suspects, haven't you? See if the stores can identify any of them. Anything on Marshak?
Well, he claims he never eats before a race.
Doesn't he drink anything either?
He claims he only drank water from a tap at home and then from a drinking fountain at the track.
Well, you don't get poisoned by drinking water from a faucet.
Water pollution is bad, but it hasn't come to that.
Mrs. Marshak?
Yes?
I'm Commissioner McMillan. This is Sergeant Enright. We were wondering if we could talk to your husband.
Well, he's resting right now, but I guess it'll be okay. Come on in.
Thank you. Have a fall?
Doesn't it figure?
I beg your pardon?
Life. It's just one big good news, bad news joke. You know, good news, bad. Well, you see, the good news is that your husband goes out and buys you a brand new powder blue new sedan. And the bad news is that you slip in the tub, break your arm, and won't be able to drive it for 2 months. Right? I'll be right back. Willie, what are you doing up?
I had to go to the bathroom.
Commissioner McMillan and Sergeant
Enright.
would like to talk to you.
Commissioner.
How you feeling, Willie?
Well, under the circumstances, I gotta feel great. I'm still alive.
Willie, I don't think you should be up. Why don't we go
No. I feel fine, dear brother. Come on, sit down.
Thank you.
Here.
Willie,
Yeah.
do you have any idea who poisoned you?
Not one, Commissioner. Maybe somebody dropped a bundle betting on me or against me. But other than that, your guess has got to be as good as mine. Better, maybe, because I don't even have a hunch about it.
Any idea how you were poisoned?
Thanks, dear. That's like I told Sergeant,
Enright?
at the hospital. I never eat on the morning of a race.
But you do drink.
Oh, sure. I had a glass of water at home. Then I had some water at the track.
From a drinking fountain? Excuse me, I was asking if it was from a drinking fountain.
From my thermos.
You never told me about any thermos.
I filled it myself.
With water?
Sure, with water. It's a habit, I guess, ever since I raced in Mexico. You know about the water there. I was out of action 9 days my first season, thanks to Montezuma's revenge. And after that, I started being a little more careful about what I drank. Anyway, once I recovered, I had a pretty good season, and I guess the thermos sort of became a superstition with me. You know, like a lucky rabbit's foot.
Until yesterday.
Eh,
Who has access to your thermos?
no one, me and Darlene.
We exchanged gifts. Willie gave me a new car, and I gave him poison.
Oh, knock it off, Darlene. No one's accusing you.
Well, then why don't you tell them that you keep your thermos in your locker and that he never bothers to lock his locker? Hmm? Anyone could have slipped you that poison. You know that. Why don't you tell them that instead of only me and Darlene?
That true, Willie?
I suppose.
Is your thermos in your locker now?
I guess so, but it just doesn't figure. I don't have any enemies.
One is all it takes.
Oh, cut it out, Sally. You make me feel like an invalid.
I'm just trying to make you comfortable.
Well, it's just having the opposite effect on me. When you keep fiddling with my pillows, you make me feel that I'm not long for this world. I swear that between you and those nurses, my chances of ever reaching the age of 40 are growing dimmer by the minute.
Oh, come on. You like all this feminine attention.
Don't make me laugh.
You rascal. I see you eyeing all those nurses.
Let me tell you, for what they're costing me, I'd need 4,000 eyes to get my money's worth. Believe me, I used to pay 50 cents for a lot more than I'm getting from those nurses.
Uncle Cyrus, I don't believe my ears.
Okay, so it was 75 cents. It was still a bargain.
Hi.
I know.
How are you feeling?
Oh, at these prices, Mac, how do you think I'm feeling?
You up to a couple of questions?
Yeah,
Your transistor radio, Cyrus. Was that a gift?
yeah.
Who sent it to you?
Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Didn't you get a card?
No.
Okay. Why did you have your phone disconnected?
Why? Because they make you pay for it every month, even if you don't use it. That's why.
Uncle Cyrus, it only costs you a couple of dollars a month.
It adds up.
Why did you have your phone disconnected?
I already told you, Mac. Weren't you listening?
I heard you. I just don't believe you.
She treats me like an invalid, and now you're calling me a liar.
You've had that phone a very long time, and somehow every month you've managed to scrape together just enough money to pay the bill. Now, all of a sudden, you decide to have the phone disconnected, and I want to know why.
Okay. I took it out to get rid of a nuisance.
What sort of a nuisance?
Oh, some guy kept calling up and saying things.
You've been getting obscene phone calls?
Oh, they were obscene, all right. He kept predicting terrible things were going to happen to Bio-Nose.
Did you recognize the voice?
Oh, some perverted crank.
You're certain it was a man?
Certain as it. Look, that old I'm not.
All right, no more questions.
Cyrus, I'll see you in the morning. Take care.
Look, you take it easy here.
Yeah. At my age, Mac, I'll take it any way I can get it.
Strychnine. If Marshak had been any thirstier, he'd never be thirsty again.
Commissioner,
Mrs. Marshak?
I have to tell you something, and I didn't want Willie to overhear me on the phone, so I grabbed a cab.
Have a seat.
No, I haven't got time. I told Willie I was just running out to the supermarket.
What is it?
Yesterday, when Willie went to get his thermos, he found Abel Mendoza hanging around his locker.
Well, why didn't he tell us?
Well, I don't know, jockeys. They're all loony as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he practically accused me, his own wife, of trying to poison him. But heaven forbid he should cast suspicion on a fellow jockey.
Well, thank you for telling us.
Okay, I got a dash. His meter's running.
So is mine.
Commissioner, I think we should go and have a talk with Abel Mendoza.
Oh, he's aboard Miss Jill in the 5th race. My interest in the equestrian sport's purely academic. But if you should find yourselves in the vicinity of the $2 window, would you mind putting that on Miss Jill to win? I like the odds.
Miss Jill to win.
Right. Oh, I almost forgot.
What?
While you're at the track, you should talk to that trainer, Howard Sparks.
Why?
Is that where you get your tips?
Oh, they were his fingerprints on the thermos.
Morning, Sparks.
Huh? Oh, hello, Commissioner. Any word on Willie?
He's okay.
He's already home.
I wonder if that kid will ever ride again.
No reason for him not to.
Well, you know that heart attack.
He didn't have a heart attack. He was poisoned.
No fooling?
No fooling.
Now, who'd want to go and do a thing like that to Willie?
Do you know anybody who might have a grudge against him?
Not that I know of. Of course, every man has his secrets, and I figured Willie has his, but everybody seemed to like him as far as I know.
What about you, Sparks?
Yeah, well, like I was just saying. What are you hinting at, Commissioner?
The poison was found in Willie's thermos, and we found your fingerprints on it.
My Yeah, I guess maybe you would. I found his thermos lying on the floor of the locker room after they took him away in the ambulance. So I figured it fell out of Willie's locker, so I put it back. Hey! 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 Stop that horse! Stop him! Hold it down! Get that horse! Get him! Get him over here! What's the matter?
Hey, cut it out.
I'll cut your heart out. That's what I'll do. What are you trying to do? Kill that horse? I told you to bring him out here and breeze him, but with a tight hand. What are you trying to do, set the track record?
I took it easy until the home stretch. Willie Marshak told me to always ride by a nose full out when I came to the last quarter.
He told you that, did he? Yeah. Well, I happen to be the trainer. He's just hired help. Now, who you working for, me or...
Oh, you know better than that, Sparks. I'm not working for the bookies.
Oh, that's too bad.
What do you mean?
Well, according to you, you're not working for them, and according to me, you're not working for me anymore. So you better get a job, but not around horses, unless there happens to be an opening at the glue factory.
But Willie Marshak told me...
Look, just get out of the way.
Commissioner, you get the feeling they're all a little bit nutty around here?
Good morning, Angus.
Neat, isn't he?
Come on, let's go see Mendoza.
Mendoza's locker is 412.
Mendoza, you in here? McMillan.
Look, I gotta get rid of 2 pounds and a hangover by this afternoon.
Hard night?
Yeah. I got drunk and I pray that Willie's heart attack won't be fatal.
Why get drunk?
Sober, I don't believe in that stuff. Sober, I'm an atheist.
It's too hot in here. Come on outside. Willie didn't have a heart attack.
Then what?
He was poisoned. He's okay.
Who did it?
That's what we're trying to find out. I understand you were in here yesterday when Willie came in for his thermos.
Yeah, I was looking for my St. Christopher medal. I won't ride without it. It's not a religious thing. It's a habit. Promised my mother. Yeah, it was on the floor next to my locker.
Your locker near Willie's?
Right next to his. Who would do a lousy thing like that to Willie?
Would you have any reason to?
What have you been smoking, Commissioner? Look, Willie is my best friend. He's more than a friend. He's like a brother. Now, you think I'm gonna get drunk and celebrate? No, it was sorrow. Because I thought my best buddy was lost. My sorrow now is that I drank so much.
Commissioner, your wife's on the phone. Thank you.
Yeah, he's coming now, Sally. Okay, dear. Ciao. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. Hi. Oh, yeah? Well, that's fine. I'll be right over. Sally says Cyrus is feeling much better. Good. Angus, why did you say you hadn't phoned Cyrus lately?
What?
The other day when Sally was trying to reach him, you said you hadn't called him lately.
Oh, I hadn't.
But you had. Or at least you tried to. Why'd you lie about it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
His number isn't in here. It was, except you found out his phone was disconnected. So you removed his card from your Rolodex, being as meticulous as you are.
Is that a crime?
No. Being neat's not a crime. But attempted murder is.
So I tried calling my own brother. There. I confess. What, no handcuffs?
We think somebody is trying to kill your brother. Jokes and lies aren't going to help him. Or you, sir.
Okay, I tried calling him. No reason to lie about it. But I'd rather not discuss it. It's a family matter.
Sometimes so is murder. Why did you try to phone him?
We'd had another fight. I suppose I said a few things I shouldn't have. Called him a few names. Oh, he started it, but... Well, I guess I finished it. So I decided I'd call him up and apologize. At our age, fighting's not such a good idea. You can't be that sure you'll ever get a chance to make up.
So you found out his phone was disconnected. Do you have any idea why?
I'm not sure. At the time, I thought it was Si's way of getting me to drive out to apologize in person.
Did you?
My brother's not the only stubborn Scotsman in the world, you know.
I know.
All right, thanks very much for all your information.
What have you found out?
Sir, if money were a motive, we'd have a bumper crop of suspects. For instance, Howard Sparks. A few years ago, he tried to start his own stable. Blew his entire life savings and had to go back to training.
For instance?
For instance, Abel Mendoza. He's been on a losing streak lately. And with a wife, 4 kids, and assorted relatives to support, he's hurting. As for Price, he didn't have 2 nickels to rub together even before Sparks fired him. Which brings us to Angus McPhee.
Money trouble?
Mm-hmm. He's been living too high on too little for too long. His cash is nearly gone, and his credit is strictly...
That it?
Yes, sir, that's just about it. Except for what it's worth. Willie Marshak is also on the list of the ranks.
How can that be? Mendoza's the one with the losing streak. Marshak must be making $100,000 a year.
$112,000 last year, which is roughly what Mrs. Marshak spent at the department stores.
Very expensive tastes.
Even more expensive than the Internal Revenue Service, to whom Willie is in debt to the tune of $44,000. So you see, sir, if money is the motive, I really think we only have one suspect.
Who's that?
Angus McPhee. Sir, even without a will, as next of kin, he would inherit the entire estate. Correct, sir?
Sounds correct. Just doesn't feel correct.
Commissioner, you're not in your office.
No, I'm not.
That's right. That's right. I lifted the prints from the transistor radio.
What did you find?
3 sets.
3 sets?
Yes, Cyrus McPhee, Mrs. McMillan, and yours.
Some people can commit murders other people can't. I just don't believe Angus could kill anyone.
I didn't say Angus was guilty.
But you implied it.
I said he has the most obvious motive.
Well, then the motive just isn't that obvious.
Maybe.
No maybes about it, Mac. Angus is not a killer.
Since when are you so fond of Angus?
I'm not fond of Angus. I'm not fond of Phil Madison either, but that doesn't mean he goes around poisoning lamb chops.
Who is Phil Madison? And why would he go around poisoning lamb chops?
He wouldn't. That's my point. He's our butcher.
Oh, that's a relief. Now that I know our butcher isn't poisoning lamb chops, maybe I can get some sleep, if you'll let me.
Mac, Phil is a terrible butcher, but he's not a killer. It's the same with Angus. He's not the greatest brother, but he's not the type that could go out and commit fratricide. It's not his self-image. He's a lady killer. Not a killer. Well, since we know that Angus didn't do it, who could it be that's trying to kill Uncle Cyrus? And why? Well, it's a sure bet that I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. How about you? You rascal. I thought you were sleeping.
Hello.
Hello, Commissioner. This is the trainer, Howard Sparks, out the track.
Oh, good morning.
I just wanted to tell you that Mr. McPhee phoned me a little while ago. He says he's coming out to the track right away to pick up By-a-Nose. He plans to take him back to the ranch with him.
The old fool.
Well, I just wanted you to know what that old coot was up to. He was bragging to me about how he snuck out on a fire escape. You know, I think this old guy is getting senile.
I'll be out there as soon as I can. If Cyrus gets there first, try to stall him.
I will, but there's something that I gotta tell you.
What is it?
Well, it'll hold until you get out here to the track.
I'm on my way. Public nuisance #1 is just busted out.
Uncle Cyrus! Uncle Cyrus! I know you're here. Where are you? Mac! Mac!
Commissioner.
Mac, we didn't know what had happened to you.
Just an early morning workout.
Somebody bashed Sparks over the head.
I know.
Look, I told you it wasn't me. It was like that when I found him.
You always run when you see a man unconscious?
I explained to you. I was afraid.
Are we booking him?
Not yet.
You mean I can go?
Yes, you can go.
We found this in the stall, Commissioner.
Check it for prints.
Mac, what do you think happened to Uncle Cyrus? He should have been here by now.
He's not here yet?
No.
Put out an APB on McPhee and put a tail on Mendoza.
Yes, sir. I want to see if I have an accurate description of Cyrus. 5 foot 10 inches, 170 pounds, blue eyes, sandy hair, 72 years old. Is that right?
I don't think Uncle Cyrus is that tall, do you?
Well,
He's that tall, but not that old.
Uncle Cyrus, where have you been? We've been so worried.
What do you mean, where have I been?
You left the hospital hours ago.
I did?
Where have you been all this time?
Let me tell you something, Commissioner. And you're free to pass it on to your friend the mayor. The bus service in this town is just plain lousy.
You took a bus?
I took several.
Why didn't you take a cab?
Oh,
Well, that was a silly question.
Enright, see if you can get me the names of everybody that was in this area this morning.
Yes, sir.
what happened? I saw an ambulance pulling out. Oh, bad news, huh? Well, you can tell me. So long as I'm prepared for it, I can take it.
Someone bashed Sparks over the head.
We think it might have been Abel Mendoza. He was behaving kind of suspiciously.
Well, he's kind of a nervous fella. You know, thoroughbreds are that way. 1,200 pounds of sheer force, and I've seen them spooked half out of their minds by a 2-ounce mouse. Now,
Oh, Commissioner.
excuse me, I gotta get going.
Going where?
Well, I'm taking Bio-Nose home with me.
Well, if by home you mean the hospital, then...
I mean the Tam O'Shanter.
No, you're not.
Oh, now, Sally, don't argue with a sick old man. The strain is bad on my heart.
What happened to the guy who could take it? He was here just a minute ago.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get my horse.
Did you ever hear of a mule owning a horse? He's gonna kill himself.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. We just want to be certain he doesn't have anybody to help him along.
You're right.
I'm going to station someone at his ranch.
Oh, you think Uncle Cyrus is gonna put up with that?
No, that's why we're not going to tell him.
Oh.
Commissioner? From what I could find out, this is a complete list. Of course, somebody may have snuck in.
Is Angus still here?
I believe so.
We'll talk to him first. I want you to station someone at the Tam O'Shanter. Make sure he keeps out of sight, but to keep Cyrus McPhee under constant surveillance.
Yes, sir.
How are you gonna get Bio-Nose there? On the bus?
Well, I've rented a car and trailer. Now I suppose I'll have to hire a driver.
Oh, I'll drive you.
You can't pull a trailer, Sally.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't. You take him in his car. I'll see that the horse gets there.
I hope you're not one of those crazy hot rodders.
Hot rodders? How old did you say you were?
Smart guy, huh? Now, look, I don't like going faster. Can you keep it under 40?
What does it matter? I've got the most reasonable rates in town.
Well, in that case,
If you take a pill, you'll sleep the whole way.
only if you promise to keep it under 40.
She promises. She promises.
That's some pushy kid you're married to.
I'll see you when I get home.
Okay, drive carefully. Remember, you're transporting the last of the big spenders.
Okay. Come on, Bio-Nose.
Don't waste it, Commissioner. Inhale.
I don't smoke.
You don't know what you're missing.
Tell me, do you make it a rule to come in on Sunday?
No, I don't. I got behind some paperwork and had some catching up to do. I take it that question wasn't asked out of idle curiosity.
No. Howard Sparks was attacked this morning. Can you account for your movements the past hour or so?
I haven't any movements to account for, Commissioner. I've been here in my office since about 7:30. Was Sparks badly injured?
Don't know yet. Sounds we're at the hospital. Was Willie Marshak in here this morning?
I don't think so. That Rolls Royce of his is hard to miss. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Willie. Speak of the devil. The commissioner was just asking about you. Tell me, how are you feeling? Oh, that's good. No, I'm afraid you can't. No, I just heard he was attacked this morning and he's in the hospital. They don't know. Okay, Willie. Ciao. That was Marshak. Wanted to let me know he'd be able to ride next week. You know, Commissioner, it's beginning to look like Bio-Nose as a jinx. First it's his owner, then his jockey, now it's his trainer.
Do you have any idea who might have attacked Sparks?
Well, if I had to guess, my numero uno suspect would be Abel Mendoza.
Why him?
Well, he used to be Cyrus's regular jockey. It was Sparks who first suggested to him that he replace Mendoza with Willie Marshak.
We may want to talk to you later, Angus, so stick around.
Oh, I'm always around, Commissioner.
You are at that.
Uncle Cyrus, did you take your pill yet?
After paying $2 for it, do you think I wouldn't?
Well, then why aren't you asleep?
Because obviously it wasn't worth $2. Oh.
Uncle Cyrus, we're here.
Huh? Already? Oh, there's nothing like having a nice nap, is there?
Nope, you're right. I could use one myself.
No, I don't understand.
What did they say
I
happened?
mean, there must have been something you could have done.
And you? Are you all right?
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
He slept through the whole thing?
Of course, I'll tell him right away.
All right. It's a little late, but take care. Bye.
Commissioner, that was the hospital. Sparks died in the ambulance. He never even regained consciousness. Is there something the matter with Mrs. McMillan?
Uh-huh. Her car went out of control. Somebody drained the brake fluid. Our killer's game plan has changed. It's no longer murder by indirection.
You know, sir, it seems to me he's under some sort of pressure.
Hmm.
Maybe some kind of time element. Who are we going to arrest?
Who do you suggest?
Well, you could drive a truck through any of their alibis. Angus McPhee claims he was in his office. He can't verify that.
And Mendoza claims he just happened to be on the scene of the murder. Very flimsy alibis.
Yes, sir. Which one is the guilty party? Frankly, I think McPhee's alibi is the weakest.
I don't think either of them is the man we want.
Well, why not?
Because of the weakness of their alibis. I mean, how often can you prove where you've been? Innocent people don't go around establishing foolproof alibis. But I can guarantee you almost that our killer has gone to a lot of trouble to create a foolproof alibi.
Well, I guess you're right.
Let's go see Sykes. Sykes,
Oh, hello, Commissioner.
don't poison yourself.
Oh, that's quite all right. I poured it myself.
What can you tell us about the murder weapon?
Well, sir, murder weapon? It's a hammer. Might as well still be part of a tree. It's clean.
Well, that figures.
It's your ordinary hammer. Nothing unusual about it. Killer could have picked it up anywhere. Would you like some more coffee?
No, thank you. Sykes, what were you saying yesterday about poison being in the thermos?
It's definitely strychnine.
No, you said something about Marshak drinking.
Oh, yeah. I said that if Marshak had been thirstier,
He'd never be thirsty again. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it.
You know, Commissioner, I'll tell you something. He's mighty lucky he took only one swig.
Where are you off to, Commissioner?
Check the Marshak's new car.
Check? For what?
Well, with Darlene's arm broken, I'm pretty sure she hasn't driven it. New car has 8, 9, maybe 10 miles on the speedometer. If the new car has more, Willie's going to have an awful lot of explaining to do.
You suspect Willie Marshak? Well, why? Didn't somebody try to poison him?
If you try to poison someone with strychnine, you're going to succeed. It's my hunch Willie took it himself. Just enough so we'd discover it in his system.
You're guessing now, aren't you?
Not entirely. He phoned Angus this morning in his office, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Unless he'd already been to the track and seen Angus in his office, how would he know he was there? Angus never comes in on Sunday. The other day, he was talking to Cyrus. He referred to By-Nose as our horse. And where does he get off telling Price how to exercise our horse, unless he held a proprietary interest?
Sounds good. I think that I should come with you, Commissioner.
No. I want you to check with the post office. Find out if anybody answering Willie's description mailed a package the size of the radio Wednesday afternoon or at the latest Thursday morning.
There are an awful lot of branches.
There's a time element involved. Remember, it had to be delivered by Friday morning.
Main branch.
Right. Miles.
What am I supposed to tell you? You tell me that Willie drove my new car. So big deal, he bought it. I guess it's no crime if he wants to drive it.
How could he afford to buy it? He owes the government over 40 grand.
That's the least of it.
Who else does he owe?
Oh, I could bite my tongue.
Later, who else does he owe?
Bookmakers. He dropped a bundle.
Who are they?
I don't know. He doesn't tell me anything. I heard him on the phone last week. He sounded desperate. He was guaranteeing some guy that he'd have the money for him very soon. Now, I don't know where he expected to get it. I offered to sell the car and hock some jewels, but Willie wouldn't let me. Would have bruised his pride. Pride makes him 10 feet tall. In his eyes, anyway, and I guess that's where it counts.
Where's Willie now?
I think he said he was going out to the Tam O'Shanter stables.
Why?
Well, he was going to ask Mr. McPhee if he could have the horse now instead of waiting till the old man dies.
He inherits By-Nose?
Sure. Mr. McPhee knows that Willie loves that horse as much as he does. That's why he wrote him out a paper a couple of weeks ago, stating that if anything happened to him, Willie gets By-Nose. But Willie needs him now.
Give me Sergeant Enright. Enright. Put out an APB on Willie Marshak. And meet me at the McPhee Ranch.
That was fine. Thanks, Sally.
You're welcome.
How is by your nose?
I just put him in his stall. Now scoot down. Come on. He's resting comfortably. He's gonna be just fine.
Sure he is. I'll bet you didn't fiddle with his pillows.
You're terrible. I should have known better than to get involved with a stubborn Scotsman. After all, I'm already married to one. Now, I'm bringing Mildred out here tomorrow to take proper care of you.
Who's Mildred?
She's our housekeeper.
What does she charge?
What do you care? We pay her.
Well, in that case...
Well, in that case, she's got great legs. You're gonna love her.
Well...
Now, I want you to get some rest. God knows you're more trouble than you're worth, but you're so doggone cute.
Yes, I am, aren't I? Sally.
Yes?
Thank you.
For what?
For trying to steal an old man's apples.
Okay, let's go. Book him.
Around the far turn, it's total recall. On the inside in front, by a nose, challenging for the lead. On the inside is second. Little Peter is third, followed by Tigers Ragadina. They're turning into the stretch. It's total recall. In front, by a nose, challenging for the lead. It's total recall. And by a nose head in head. Total recall and by a nose. As they come down to the line of finish, it's by a nose. Getting up to win it, by a nose, with jockey Abel Mendoza aboard.
What are you doing?
Oh, that's not mine. Sykes asked me to bet $2 on Total Recall. This is mine.
You know, I can't help thinking how all of this could have been avoided if only Willie had understood people as well as he understands horses.
How do you mean?
Uncle Cyrus loved Willie. He would have given him the money if he'd only asked. You know, I already told you Uncle Cyrus is only cheap when it comes to himself.
And even that's changed. He's had his phone put back in. And he even plans to remodel that chicken coop he calls home, or so he says.
You're kidding. That must be Mildred's influence.
No doubt. Mildred's very good with other people's money.
We better call Uncle Cyrus and tell him that Bio knows one.
Good idea. And while we're at it, let's test his New Year's resolution.
What do you mean?
Let's try reversing the charges.